Hello everyone, I hope you're all happy and healthy along with your respected families, wherever you're located on this God's green earth. Today I would like to talk to you about an incident that happened over the weekend where our Afghan dance breaker, Miss Manizha Talash, was disqualified from Olympics for carrying a slogan on her back that read "Free Afghan Women." The justification provided for the disqualification was that it is a political statement and that Olympics does not allow political statements to be made at this event, and that as a result she was disqualified from the competitions. First of all, I would like to thank all of the delegation, all of the authorities and officials of the Olympics and nation states, different countries involved, who facilitated the presence and attendance of an Afghan refugee team to participate in Olympics and represent the Afghan nation. So thank you for facilitating that. But at the same time, this justification and this disqualification seems unjustified from our perspectives. We believe that Olympics as a platform, as an international platform where all of the different nation states come together to compete and to showcase their strength, their stamina, and their skills to each other. And basically, even though individual sportsmen or sportswomen are taking part, they are collectively as teams representing their particular nation states that they come from. They collectively represent their flags. And collectively, despite their amazing individual stories that all of them have, they collectively tell the story of their nation state that they come from. And so in this lens, if you look at it, the Afghan refugee team and Miss Manizha Talash basically did the same thing. They attended to represent this story and to tell the story of Afghanistan and to tell the story of Afghan women. For them, getting a gold medal as an individual did not make any sense compared to raising their voices and bringing the attention through their activism to the plight of more than 40 million Afghans who are subjugated under the rule of a terrorist organization, a dictatorship, and particularly 20 million Afghan women and girls who are subjugated to practically a gender apartheid, where they do not have any rights or freedoms. They do not have the right to freely get out of their houses. They do not have the right to get an education, to go to university. They do not have the right to work. They do not have the right of freedom of movement, to freedom of travel. They do not have the right on what type of clothes they should wear. So they're practically imprisoned, 20 million Afghan women and girls in their houses. Now, imagine for a second, these are, women. All of you have mothers, you have sisters, you have daughters, you have wives, you have neighbors, you have colleagues. Imagine for a second if their rights were taken away by any group, by an individual, by their own husbands, by their own families. What would you do as an individual? What would be your response as an individual, as a group, as a platform, as a country? Would your response and reaction be branded as political? Or it is grounded on morality. It's grounded on humanistic value, on the belief, on the fundamental belief that is widely accepted and among all the religions, among all the nation states, among different ideologies and different groups, except certain terrorist organizations and fundamentalist and extremists, that all men and women are created equal. That we have an obligation to strive towards equality and justice in all of our endeavors. That is our primary purpose as human beings. And particularly, we need to strive towards equality and justice towards women, who have historically been subjugated to heinous crimes, to discrimination, to biases, and to violence, and all sorts of atrocities. We cannot tolerate such acts to continue in front of our eyes. In this day and age, it is unacceptable. It's against a morality, it's against religions, it's against fundamental human rights. So what Manizha did was basically bringing that to the attention of us. Bringing our own purpose in front of our eyes. Free Afghan women. Free women. And to brand this and to label it as a political statement, I think is ignorant, because political statement has a very clear definition. That it would be partisan, that it would be ideological, that it would be motivated by interest or seeking of power. Manizha was not seeking all those. She was merely representing the people of Afghanistan. And so it's not a political statement. It's a universal human rights slogan. It's in line with the fundamentals of everything that we believe and everything that we stand on. It is Olympics. It's aligned with the Olympics value. So I hope that the decision makers, those who made those decisions and issued such statements and disqualified Manizha Talash, should reverse their statements, take back their statements, issue an apology to Manizha Talash and the Afghan nation and to the Afghan women and girls for disqualifying her or for branding her activism as a political statement. You do not want to discourage Manizha Talash for her efforts to free Afghan women, to free Afghanistan. And you do not want to send a signal to all of the freedom fighters around the world that Olympics does not approve their activities. That Olympics consider their efforts and activism as a political. That it doesn't have a place for them to showcase their causes at an excellent stage, globalist stage of Olympics. In fact, we need to encourage different peoples of the world, particularly those who are facing atrocities, that they should bring their causes to this platform so the people of the world could pay attention, could be aware. We shouldn't discourage such activism. So please reverse your decision, apologize to Manizha Talash, and apologize to the Afghan nation. And we are grateful for the opportunity that you have provided for the Afghan refugee team to take part in the Olympics. Thank you very much and have a good one.